Everybody else thought I was a good boy. The voices in my head thought I was.
I'll be mellow when I'm dead. I'll be mellow when I'm dead. I'll be mellow
They
when
told
I'm
me I
dead.
was a good boy. They said, buy yourself a package of Nutter Butters and a gallon jug of milk.
Nutter butters and a gallon of milk, huh?
Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what?
Chocolate milk.
Oh, new post. There we go. New post.
That's the best thing
So
for a diabetic.
I'm posting on the Action Surge. I post on my Facebook too, but I'm posting on the Action Surge page, and I'm posting on the Action Surge Facebook page. I mean, or you know what I'm saying, the Action Surge Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And I need to make a thing where it's there's a thing called like stack or something like that.
Cookies. That takes all the fun out.
I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, it is a thing that will allow you to post at several places at once.
I
There was a program then, I cannot remember the life of it, but it was you could do Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, it's like a one post hits them all.
But my sugar's been like below having to take insulin every day for the last week. So I said, I've been a good boy. I can go get a couple cookies.
Oh, what cares? Go to hell, you die.
No, I have type 2, but I'm on insulin. I take a fast acting every time I eat if my sugar's above a certain number, and then I take a long acting at bedtime.
Hey viewers, we're just getting ready here. We're setting stuff up.
What was I? What's it? Oh, what does that do?
Yeah, I take that for me too.
I heard Ozempic is the one you want, but it's also rare. Like there's like a shortage. Yeah. For lack of a better term, I'll say a shortage.
I take Ozempic also, 1 shot a week.
Oh, you take that and metformin? Wow, that's.
I take Ozempic, metformin, Humalog, and Lantus. I take 4 diabetes medication. 3 of them are shots.
I take Novolog for my fast acting and the Lantus for my stuff before I go to bed.
Yeah, for your long acting.
I quit the metformin because of all the side effects that are associated with it. So,
Yeah.
so I haven't taken metformin in a year now, and I haven't noticed any dramatic effect.
Okay, so we're taking a long rest, and we're taking it back in Rebalka, correct? I mean, is that what you guys were talking about doing, or were you guys going to head on to the mines?
We were going to head on to the mines, but
okay, but you're going to take a camp for a long rest out in the woods somewhere.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what beat it up. We just had a fight, man.
So right here, where the Krelgar Keep area is. Hold on one second. Oh wait, no, I showed you the guys. Okay. You guys saw those as you were coming in. I don't know if you remember that. So are you guys gonna camp? Are you guys gonna camp near there, kind of? Like you're all on the map, right? You guys. Oh no, you're not on the map. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
I guess I thought maybe we would have camped.
Here, we're gonna put.
We looted the last session and we didn't really do too much other than that one guy said, "Hey, you want to go this way?" And we're like, "Okay."
Okay, that's not right. I don't know why the Farkas. Okay, you guys all change your shit around.
Change what around?
Well, you all have different tokens and shit now, so well, yeah, but you're not supposed to have different tokens.
Oh, I didn't change my token.
Well, maybe you didn't. But that's because you didn't change to 2024.
Oh, okay. So that the 2024 changes your token even?
No, no. Whenever you make a new character sheet, you select a token for it.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
either you do or you don't. But
Fair enough. Since I did not make a new character sheet, I had no idea that you could do that. Well, now that I know, I'm gonna make 12 new character sheets.
well, I'm just saying, like Farkas's token is just his portrait, and so
Oh,
it's not,
so
and so it's not updated, and none of the tokens from the character sheets are updated with the with the right shit.
Oh, okay. So, like, if I were to make a new character sheet and I didn't select my old token, then it would just automatically put the character portrait in there.
Huh?
Is that
No.
what it does?
No,
No.
not at all.
All right. Okay.
But close. But not at all. Yeah, close. At all.
Close,
Almost
but no.
completely different.
Close, close, but not at all. All right, so I gotta switch. I gotta make one more post here. None of you guys can actually see the map,
The three
correct?
purple things, the map,
I can see the map.
and the three purple things.
Okay, so you can't see the three purple
And I
things.
see
The three
Callan
purple,
as well.
the three purple things were what I described to you last time. I'm assuming you don't remember what those things were.
It's been a month, so.
Speaking
They
is
might
hard.
be-
I don't
Oh,
go.
God, what are those purple things?
I
Buddy?
don't know good at speaking. Okay.
I thought they might be antagonists. We thought we might have to do battle. Which
Here, we'll
is what
transition to this screen now that we got
spurred all the
some viewers.
long rest, short rest questions.
I'm gonna cap myself first because you know I'm the most important person here.
Don't cap yourself. That's bad.
Someone's got to make him feel special.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, so someone's got to make me feel special. Might as well be me.
I'm so special, so special.
All right, hold on. New login from Twitch. There we are. Was this you? Yeah, it was me. Why do you think I asked for the damn code? What's wrong with y'all?
All it takes is one hacker to
What
ruin
the
it
hell
for
is going
everybody
on
else.
right now?
Look
Oh.
what I found.
Oh my god.
20 years.
I found errors. Why these are here from Halloween?
No,
Jeez.
that's not what I wanted.
You want bunny ears?
No, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. It's supposed to have sent me
I
a...
need bunny ears.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Instagram.
No,
Instagram.
I want to do a equity line thing, a credit on my house to get multiple things fixed in it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta mortgage your house to fix your house so that you can live in your house so that you can mortgage it again to fix it again.
Sounds
Nice
right.
thing about an equity line of credit, I don't have to take out a set amount. I can take out only what I need.
Okay,
Well, that's
so
good.
I am going to put your guys' normal tokens on the map. The only difference that this may make is if you have a 2024 version of said character, is that you may have to open your character sheet by opening that character on the list, the journal. Because if you open the old one, if you open it via the token, you might open the old one. Is what I'm saying. Which for UA, that's not a problem because it's always going to be the old one.
Mhm.
But for anybody else, it might be an issue. If I can, as soon as I can figure out where they are.
I'm gonna have to get you the new token that Gavin made me, which is so awesome. Just FYI.
I can put that in there.
I'll get that to you later.
Yeah.
I'll put that thing in the thing with the stuff.
And the stuff in the thing.
Yeah,
and the thing in the
exactly.
thing
You know what I'm
and
talking about.
Yeah, you know.
Precisely. Yeah. Yep.
I can neither confirm
we're-
nor I can neither confirm nor deny whether I know if or not what you're talking about.
Ah. You mean you should. I mean the whole mind reading thing. Or did she stop doing that?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Okay, so there's Tindris once. Okay, now, okay, yeah. So if I pull, yeah. So that Tindris works. So that Tindris works and has vision. This Silverhorns works and has vision.
Disregard that.
This Kalen works and has vision. This Spike is yipping at the freaking why does Spike not pop up on the map? Get over there, Spike. Are you? Oh, maybe he did pop up. No, he didn't. Nope, he did not. Oh, yeah, he did. What the hell? Why is Spike not popping up? That's not making me happy.
He's a blink dog.
Well, that's true too, in a way. But oh wait, what? Why did it? Irritation.com. For some reason, his token was removed. So we're gonna have to fuck off with your stupid shit. Haven't even started the stream yet, and I'm already swearing. What?
You want to hear my senior moment that I had? I upgraded. Well, I upgraded my Galaxy Watch to a newer watch so I could have interface with my glucose monitor on my watch, because my old one is too old. The watches,
Okay.
it doesn't support the newer apps, kind of thing. So I ordered a new Galaxy Watch 7. Okay, I ordered on Amazon a face protector for it and a new watch band.
There's Apollo.
Instead of ordering a Galaxy 7 watch protector, I ordered a Galaxy 6 for some stupid ass reason. So I got it, they opened it up and looking at it, and I'm like, this says it's for a Galaxy 6. I need a Galaxy 7. I double checked the website on Amazon. Sure enough, if I would have went over 2 more spots on the selection of options, there is a Galaxy 7 option.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
It's funny how my finger clicks faster than what my brain can read, apparently.
Use one of them click happy peoples. I get there sometimes, man. My wife was the worst, man. Oh my god.
Oh, was she?
She just click on everything. Oh my gosh. It's like you don't have to see everything because you're not gonna take it all in. I have to see everything because I'm gonna try to take it all in, but.
Well, when I was reading the description, it said it fit Galaxy's Watch 5, 6, and 7.
Right.
Right? So I just assumed I clicked the buy it now thing. I didn't look at the options below. You know, I just hit the buy
Thank
it
you,
now.
Gavin.
Apparently,
Will we get a follow?
there were options for a Galaxy 5, Galaxy 6, and Galaxy 7 that you had to physically choose.
Oh my gosh, Rich is in the right spot. Ooh, what? This could be the start of something amazing.
It's all on you, Rich.
Oh, Dan is in the right spot. Dan B is in the right spot. Okay. Oh. Wait. What is
Okay,
it?
well, I gotta close it down and open it back up then to
Oh,
stream it.
Yeah.
Tina's in the right spot. What the?
Of course I am.
How
I'm
is
reliable, if
how is
anything.
everybody else in the right spot, but I'm not? That's so crazy.
It's because Gavin set it up. Remember, he's the DM.
Oh, Gavin.
Nice try, Brian.
He's remote DMing.
He is remote DMing.
John's a little off kilter, but not bad.
Well,
wait.
that's John, though. I mean,
Kilter anyway.
Come on.
he's born that way.
I was born this way. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Go see that head shake. I see that, John.
Yeah, it was me. I shake.
He's like, yeah, my inner Lady Gaga just came out.
Yep, she was coming out.
So everybody's in the right spot except for me. I can just turn my camera though. Luckily for me, I can just turn my camera just a hair, and I'll be in the right spot. All right.
Yay!
Oh goodness! Wow! Hello there, people, and people of the future, and people who aren't here yet but will be. I don't know. Got nothing.
No, I don't like the blue.
In the
People of the
future.
past.
People of the past. People of the past that were here that came back and stuff. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, people
All
now,
right.
everybody
All right.
get
We're all
together.
set up on the. Let's make sure. Let me transition once. Oh, you know what? I got that little green bar. I don't want it there. Get rid of my green
The
bar.
action sirs, where we game eventually.
And try to love one another. Everybody come together right now.
I am
We
totally
will
creeped
talk
out
a
now.
lot of rubbish.
We just lost all 3 viewers, John. Thanks for that.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Guess which freaking song came on the radio
gonna
as
have
I
to
was
read this
driving
out
home?
What's that?
So guess which song came on the radio when I was driving home? Ice Ice Baby.
That one. Oh yeah, that.
Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Baby.
Was it the original version or the heavy metal version?
No,
that
it was
Ice
the
would do later
Vanilla
on?
Come
Ice.
on, man, this stupid effing thing.
I'm not kidding. He did do a heavy metal version of that song later on.
Take ye, because I'm a
I
lyrical
was
poet.
not aware of
yeah,
that.
I have heard that actually.
Is it any better?
It's not bad actually. It's not bad.
Neither song
In
is
some
really
ways,
bad. It's
in
just
some ways,
cheesy.
it's better than the first one.
Was it?
But I mean, I guess
I think it's going to
depends if
depend
you
on
like
what
rap
kind
or
of
not.
genre of music you like more.
Yeah.
I prefer rock, so I suppose I probably like that
You're
better.
probably going to like the metal version more.
Yeah, I did not know he did that. I was just surprised. It was one of those like music
He did it
radio
in the
channels that
studio
just kind of played a little bit of
when he
everything.
cut his hair and got tattoos and stuff. And started working on houses.
Still does that. He's in real estate now.
I'm holding
Yeah.
out for the bluegrass version.
At least he didn't become a bodybuilder like Carrot Top. Weird ass people that disappear and come back weird.
Wait,
You
Carrot
go
Top
from
is still
prop.
around?
Yeah.
I thought
I don't
Carrot
know.
Top was good.
yes. Yes, he is.
Is he?
Carrot Top. Yeah.
I'm gonna look and
He's
see.
definitely still around.
Question for you.
He's 60? Holy shit.
Yeah, I totally thought he was dead.
Question, yes.
How come my hit points on my token don't match what my actual hit points are on my character?
That should have been answered if you were paying attention to what I said.
So that's
I
the
will
old-
answer it yet again, though. But the token that I'm
Yeah.
putting on the map here is from your current, or is from your original sheet,
Okay.
because the token is already set up. The token that's on your 2024 character sheet is not set up and does not match whatever.
Gotcha.
So you are not using the 2024 token right here. That's why I said if you need to access your 2024 character sheet, you cannot do it by hitting Alt and double tapping your token. You have to go into the journal and open the sheet manually.
Yep, I already have my sheet open.
So what you can do though, what's your hit points?
26.
What?
26 out of 59.
No, that's your current total hit points?
Yeah.
I'm showing 59.
Well,
Oh, you mean your current don't match your. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All you can do is you can just fix that, but it doesn't matter because you guys are taking a long rest, though, correct?
I know, but that's what
Right.
What is coming.
We will. I can alter the. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Oh, thanks for the subscribe too, there, Dustin. Or
Yeah.
anyway, so let's see here. I am trying to. Shit, I can't do it. Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to get the. You know what? I'll see if I can update your token there real quick, Farkas. Because right now
That's fine.
you're. Oh, now it's matching. Okay, so you wait. No, that's
Double
never mind.
Farkas.
That's the original one. Never mind.
Copycat.
Okay, Farkas. Yeah, see that's your portrait right there, and it just says none generic token if I drag it onto the screen. And I have to match it up. and do a lot of different shit. So for now, you're just using that other token.
Let's leave it where it is for now. We don't need to.
Yeah, for now you're just doing the other token. All right. Where are we at? Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but you had come up to the area of Krelgar Keep, and where you guys decided to take a long rest. You basically are seeing. Hold on, this is messing with me real bad.
Floaty skulls.
Why doesn't it always save? You know what? Can I save it right now? Of course I cannot. Of course.
If you're talking to Roll20, probably not.
No, it's PDF.
As we shit talk the system we're playing on every week.
Well, you know, it's a good system, but you know, part of the problem is they want to be everything for everybody, and it's like, okay, well then, you know, hire more people, or do something different. You know, do you know, take a different route. I mean, I would think that you would kind of, you know, they want to be everything for everybody, but I would think that you would kind of get behind the thing that makes you the most money, and then do that. But they think it's the, I don't know, whatever.
Well, when it works well.
Yeah.
So I guess there's
All
that.
this and editorials as well.
Oh, this and editorials as well. Yes. Okay. So okay. So it's when you what just happened? That was weird. As you approached, there was things and stuff and things and stuff. Okay, a broken palisade surrounds the remnants of an ancient campsite. That's what you came across. You see 3 Klavic soldiers like roaming about, just kind of like, you know, just wandering back and forth. They seem to be like, they're like either pierced with arrows, or they've got, you know, like swords through them or whatever, but
Like undead ghost type things?
they're definitely specters of some sort, some kind of phantom undead thing. Yeah. So yeah. And
Mr. DM.
And then back here is probably where you would probably choose to camp if you were going to camp near them. That's why I was asking if you were camping near them, or if you were going to back off a bit more.
Yeah, I don't.
And right now you see Spike just yipping like crazy at them, like at one of them specifically, and every once in a while he'll blink and he'll yip at this one, you know, and he kind of just goes back and forth between the two closest.
Is he bitching at them, or is he trying to play with them?
It's hard to tell. I think he doesn't like them. Or you think he doesn't like them too. You know, it's like, you know,
he finds them disturbing.
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
Yeah. Here we go. Hold on one second.
He's not gonna lead them over here.
They don't seem to pay him any mind, really. Like they just kind of slowly floating back and forth, slightly above the ground, and you know, just keep minding. They seem to be minding their own business, despite the fox yipping at them.
Spike, come here, boy. Don't mess with the dead guys.
So for those of you just joining us, hail and well met, adventurers. Welcome to the realm of imagination and dice rolls. Action Surge 5e. I should put the TM. Where epic tales unfold, dragons breathe fire, and heroes rise against the darkness. Join us as we embark upon a journey through the fantastical world of Dungeons & Dragons. Led by me, Brian Germain, the okayest DM ever, and accompanied by a band of misfit players. Each session promises excitement, laughter, mischief-making, and maybe even a touch of danger. So grab your dice, sharpen your wits, and prepare to immerse yourself in a story where anything is possible. We'll tell tales of valor, weave stories that will echo through the ages, and talk a lot of trash, because the action starts now. or 10 minutes ago, depending on how you look at it.
So
Actually,
I
it's
just
always-
realized
Or maybe
something.
40 minutes ago, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, what did you realize?
The back when we were at Adric's Folly, you know how Adric kept making these appearances? UA did not see him once and has no fucking idea what you guys are talking about when it comes to the ghost, the spirit.
You are correct.
Still
I think
has
actually,
no
I thought,
clue.
yeah, I can't, and I think
I
that
don't think he saw him.
I think I was gonna say I thought he saw him once near the end, like as you were leaving, but
Yeah, when he
maybe-
came out into the courtyard.
yeah, maybe as you were leaving, but
Just kind
our
of surprised that he happened to dodge that, like happened to be around the corner or happened to whatever. Like,
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him at the end either because he was still dealing with Sorrel and Farkas in the toilet situation.
yeah. The toilet situation.
That-
Whose situation was that?
That shitty situation, yeah.
That shitty
shitty
situation, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a clip.
Clip it!
Died with us.
Clip it. I never think. I never.
Clip it.
I bet I'm terrible at clipping.
I thought
He's
I
our
was
guide
doing,
with us.
Big clip.
Yeah, so
and
what's the
spinach.
guy
Oh yeah,
that's leading
yeah.
us?
Embla. I forgot to put him on the map, didn't I?
Embla.
Not
Yeah, you
Embla. Not Embla. Maya of Embla. Embla's where you're going.
Maya.
There he is.
There we go.
So he would probably know whether or not this is a safer place to camp, being that he's been here or he came through this way, or what are these things?
What are these things? What are these
What are
things
these
that
things?
are floating around?
He says, they appear to be specters of fallen soldiers of the Clavic Kingdom. He says, there hasn't been a battle here in 100 years or more. I think it was. I think the whole thing was 300 years ago. I think was the big thing. I can't remember. Sorry, sorry.
Check my watch.
You expect to
And
find
UA
what,
just shakes
Rich?
his head and says, "I'm willing to take a walk." So
All I was going to ask is, did he expect to see them? Is this a surprise to him as well?
are these expected specters or unexpected specters?
Expectors or non-expectors?
Expectors?
They're. He says, "Well, I guess they're unexpectors."
Can I make this a spectator sport?
It is
Yeah.
a spectator sport now.
So, especially since you guys are just kind of watching them.
Yeah.
Things. Do we know that they're supposed to? Yeah.
Wait, did someone say
Well, if they're
spectator?
not
Should I
paying
throw one of
attention
those
to
on the
us-
map?
Yes,
No.
spectator.
No.
And some popcorn.
We were surrounded by specters that are spectating us. They didn't know
Unexpectator
we was
sports.
here, but we could see them anyway.
Well, I'll go walk
I gotta
out
work on
there.
it.
Oh my gosh. Silverhorns, get back here. What are you doing?
Going out there.
There you go.
Can they possess you? Could they jump into his hollow metal body?
There you go.
and
There's
yell
a
like,
spectator. Oh, just kidding.
No.
All right. So, you're gonna just walk toward them.
Yep.
Okay. As you approach, you can hear them. Like, every once in a while, you can hear like a noise coming from them, like a groan or maybe what sounds like a whisper, like they're talking. Hold on, I don't know why that's not.
So they're like,
Yeah, something like that.
Why do you haunt this place?
is your armor chafing in this? Yeah, mine too.
Enjoy
is
a good
it-
chafe.
Why is it? Hold on. Oh, it's because I don't have anything set up for that. Why? Why doesn't?
You're a bard, you would.
You're like, Slag, come here. Help me talk to these.
I don't know
Let's
why
get
it
down to
came
the
out
bottom
of
of why they haunt this
the
place.
sheet anyway, but
Says the
Fine.
ex-soldier who probably knows very well why they're haunting this place.
Whoops.
You okay there, BG?
no, not really. One second. Trying to get
I'm
there.
sorry.
You know, I couldn't get the stat block to populate. Roll 20 does that. Roll 20 does that sometimes. All right.
No.
It's working now, though. Boy, oh boy, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I don't even know what to say. Have you ever seen
Okay,
Space Ghost?
Craze.
Have you ever seen Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
A
Yeah.
million years.
Oh, okay, yeah. The voice comes from someplace else before that, but yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Bragg. This is my
Yeah,
show.
it is.
Please DM the whole game like that.
Bragg presents the Bragg Show starring Bragg.
Everybody pay initiative.
It's so fun.
The praying mantis dude.
No, that's Zorak.
That's Zorak.
No.
Zorak talks like this.
Yeah, Brag's the one with the face mask on that kind of looks like it might be tribal.
Evil Lord Bragg.
got
That's
a
so
dirty
crazy. That's so crazy. I can't even. Oh, almost made me spit out my nose. Anyway, all right. So
Hail the
I'm having too much fun with
fallen
that. Sorry.
warriors of this place. As a,
What if they all
would
talk
you
like?
speak with us?
What if they all talk like each one of them talk like one of them talk like Brack, one of them talk like Zorak, and one of them talk like Space Ghost? Let me look real quick. I wanna find out. Because
Rupert is watching the live stream. Gavin's dog.
okay, so you don't hear them respond to you, Callan, but you do hear. You still hear the whispering here and there, and you still hear the like moans and groans type of thing. But essentially, it doesn't appear that they can interact with you as far as speech goes, anyways.
Can I discern, being a little closer now, do I have any chance of discerning what they're saying? Are they saying what kind of what UA was saying about their armor chafing and, this sword sticking to me was real pain or stuff like that? Or
No, it's more like
anything that would tell us?
it's more like a dissonant whispers in the idea that
Ah.
that you can't make out
Gotcha.
quite anything. We dropped Tina fell out somehow.
No, Tina, don't fall.
Come back! We're all off camera placement now. Whatever shall we do?
Forgive me, guys. Or just froze. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I'm fine. Rich, you were just saying that, asking like what they were saying.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So
Brian said,
and I was
"We can't
responding.
tell."
Yeah, I was responding. It was very jumbled, like a dissonant whispers. Like it was kind of like
Okay.
what you're like, you know, like that kind of thing.
Sorry,
I wanna
sorry,
take-
Silverhorns. So I can't make anything of it more than you can,
I
buddy.
want to go towards the center of the camp area,
Okay.
wherever that might be.
Just kind of like the center there, like somewhere in here. Oh, it's not pinging. Why is it not pinging? There you go.
UA is going to start taking his long rest, so
Somewhere here.
I wanna
You guys gonna
take
settle down?
some-
Is anybody gonna? Sorry. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
take
on.
'em.
John. Wait.
Yep. Okay.
Only one of us can talk at a time. so, are you gonna go or am I gonna go?
I was going to finish my thought, but
I
don't think
didn't hear
like
you start it. So go ahead.
take a vial of holy water out and just pray to Tyr or one of the whatever god, whatever warrior god I'm following, and just try to consecrate the land, like bless the land.
So, which warrior god are you following?
I'll say
check your
I'll say
sheet, John.
It doesn't
I'll say
have it on your
Tempest.
sheet.
I don't think they have a place on the new sheet for.
Oh, because you're looking at
Gods.
your new sheet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably don't. Well, they don't have a piety thing in the 2024. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
even on your
Yeah,
old
that
sheet,
sucks.
even on your old sheet, you don't have it.
Okay.
But since
I'll
you're a
say
barbarian, right?
Tempest.
So let's say
Yeah.
Tempest. Yeah, let's say Tempest.
Yeah. So I'll pray to Tempest and just try to consecrate the land.
If only Roll20 would make a D&D 2024 sheet that was similar to the D&D 2014 character sheet, and just make the stuff work with it.
Right?
But anyway, all right. So you're sprinkling holy water on kind of the middle of the
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Stopping there with you, John.
Yep.
Back to UA. You are setting up camp to take a long rest.
Yep.
Are you just gonna like? Is he just gonna kind of plop down and whatever, or is he going to? Are you guys going to do something to like set up a camp, or roll out a bedroll and that's it, or what?
I am actually going to get Farkas's attention and indicate, you want to help out, you want to start making camp with me, sound good kind of thing, because UA feels a tiny bit of kinship with him now over him getting shot in Saral. And I mean, just momentarily, tiny twinge, and then it's gone. Just long enough to be like, hey, bud, you want to help out? So I guess
companionship fleeting for a moment.
right, and I'm also thinking how too. It's probably very insincere, but that doesn't matter. So I will elicit, Farkas's assistance. Like, you ready to rest?
I'm more than ready to rest. I need to lick my wounds, so to speak.
Mm. So, and then he will ask. Maya is the person's name. Is there a better place than this to camp that you know of, or is this it?
He says, he says, I suppose here's as good as any.
All right, that's fine.
He says, I'm not sure about disturbing the dead, though. Best to let the dead rest. And he says, he kind of goes
Tell
and
that to the cow.
he kind of goes and he starts collecting a little bit of wood for a fire. Tindris and Apollo, are you guys going to do anything? Oh, Tindris is going to go AFK without letting me know. And Apollo, are you going to do it?
I had cat emergency.
No, I think I'm just gonna chill.
Okay, so are you going to do anything, Tindris?
I'll set up camp and volunteer to take first watch.
Okay, by setting up camp, what are you doing?
My tent and bedroll, and because I got fancy camping stuff.
Okay, so you guys are basically all going to do cold camp unless otherwise noted, right?
What's cold camp? I'm not aware of this term.
We're
It means
not
you don't build a
starting
fire.
Fire.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought someone was gathering sticks. Who was?
Maya of Embla.
Maya was gathering sticks, so I'm guessing we're probably going to do a tiny fire camp, maybe, because Maya's going to be starting that.
Right. But if you guys wanted
I
to do,
mean-
if you guys didn't want him to start a fire, you guys could tell him not to. I mean,
UA does not care one way or the other. If he were alone, he probably would just be in his bedroll, unless it were freezing. What is the weather like, anyways? Is it cold?
it's fairly chilly. It's it's up way north and near the foothills. So yeah.
Okay. Well, a small fire might actually make sense then. So
And it was snowing not that long ago. Like
okay, yeah, I guess we'll probably have to have some heat, guys.
there seems to be no snow in the last few days, but all right. All right, Callan, you're assisting with the holy water sprinkling thing,
I'm just giving them some backup.
Okay, just being backup.
Just in case.
Okay, after several moments of barking, Spike also kind of like jumps back over by you.
Good boy.
The
Who's
blink-
a good little fox?
The blink fox.
Blink fox.
All right.
You are.
Silverhorns, give me a sort of a guess of what you're actually saying, like what you're actually going to say. You kind of said something about the little prayer to Tempest, but
Yep. I'll just say, Tempest, please bless and cleanse this land and let these brave soldiers be at peace. They've walked this land long enough. Let their souls rest.
okay. Roll me. Oh, go ahead.
And let them be welcomed into your kingdom.
The kingdom of
Wherever they're
Valhalla. Oh. All
Sure.
right. So give us a rule, John. How about a religion rule?
All right.
That sounds like. Go,
And
John,
I will
go.
say,
All right.
nice, okay.
Nat 20, baby.
All right, 1 second here. I gotta look at the authenticator, because that's a thing. I told people they need to come follow Action Surge and come follow other people, or else I'm gonna make them follow my OnlyFans. People can pay me on my OnlyFans to make me keep my clothes on.
I was just gonna say, do they pay you to keep your clothes on?
Put more clothes on. Put more clothes on.
Put on a scarf.
You know how people are at the strip
on a
club and
scarf.
they're like, "Take it off, baby." They're like, "Put it on. Put it on."
What
All
sort
right.
of business did I walk into?
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me do. Okay, I did. 1 second.
I didn't know you was a priest. That's pretty slick.
He's not.
I'd be like, I'm not a priest. But
He did make a priestly roll though, right?
Sure did.
Pretty dang priestly there. 20.
but warriors deserve to.
Okay.
So
Callan.
there's,
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, warriors spirits deserve to rest after they've been defeated.
All right, Callan, you and
Control.
Silverhorns are the only ones who hear this. But you
All right.
hear a low, rumbly voice that sounds like thunder coming in off the foothills, and it says, "You who once bore steel in mine aim, rise no more with hollow eyes nor silent screams. Your battle has ended. The field no longer calls. Let the clangor of war give way to the hush of peace. You fought with honor. Your courage once carved legends in the marrow of time, but this is no place for the dead to linger." And you see them kind of like start walking toward like walking / floating toward each other. Even though it looks like they're walking, they're still like a foot above the ground, you know. And they kind of go toward each other, and they all kind of enter this central place where you have sprinkled this holy water around Silverhorns, and they head to this central place, and then they like slowly dissipate, and you see like a white light beam down upon them, and then they flash and they're gone.
Sweet.
I am very enthusiastically congratulating Silverhorns. That was really impressive. I didn't know you could do that. Man,
I
that
didn't
is.
know that.
I'm gonna write a song about that one.
It's like, I didn't know I could do that either.
That was all
That
Tempest.
And you
You
recognize.
always thinking, why doesn't my
but-
god show up when I talk to him?
You don't roll 20s, that's why.
There's an answer for that.
There's a real reason.
There's a
Brian
reason
knows
for
why.
that.
It's actually quite funny if you know the reason.
Poor UA, his god's never gonna show up.
Sir, what's going on?
All right, so you guys set up camp. Maya
No.
comes back with some sticks, starts building a small fire. He looks around, see that nobody else has built a fire at all, and he pulls out a small shovel and basically digs a hole in the ground, a small hole in the ground, and he builds the fire like really small and low in the ground. So because he's assuming that probably you guys don't want to attract attention, and so that's why no one's built a fire yet. And so he builds like a little small cook fire, but other than that, you guys take a long rest.
Okay.
I throw up a couple lean-tos, get out to sing some soft songs to lull people off to sleep.
You throw up lean coos, it looks like that, and there it is.
Yeah, he's got that
Yeah.
kind
You
of.
didn't know I
He's
could
got.
do that, did you?
He's got his own kind of talents.
I did not know that was a bard
There's a
thing.
lean-to.
That's because
Wow.
that's because he ate a lean-to, which is they sometimes call that lean cuisine.
Lean cuisine. There you go.
There you go.
And you're
We'll
you're
get there.
you're all like walking cockeyed the next day, like, hey kid, leaning to one side.
Because you're leaning because of the cuisine.
Leaning to. Mm-hmm.
She seems to have an absurd amount of food on her.
Turn Daniel up a hair. There you
Yeah.
go. Okay. So is there anything during your long rest that you guys need to do besides just rest?
Eat.
Eat,
Regain my sorcery
eat,
points.
drink, and be merry.
Eat,
Yep.
drink, and be merry.
I'll just be merry. I don't need to eat and drink.
You're just gonna be merry.
So you know what? Right
You're pretty
now,
darn proud of what you did.
right now I'm gonna go over to the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild loot. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I have anything I need to do.
Ruh-roh. Nothing anybody needs to do specifically?
No.
Well,
No.
you're an 8.
No.
Did you want to? How specific did you want to get, Brian?
I mean,
Like we all go pee,
I mean, that's up to you guys, but I mean,
we dig a little latrine so that we can do that. You know, we get the.
Right.
That little stash of silver vine I managed to get from the place that we were just at.
yeah.
I'll take about half of that.
You're going to get high?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. He needs his fix, man. You gotta
the night
have.
before. It's been 24 hours.
That's
I
too.
can chop
that-
up.
That's way
I can-
too long for Farkas, but he's rationing it out.
I can chop up some more wood so we can keep the fire going all night long.
Okay, and then
That's right, you don't sleep, do
Tindris, you said you were taking first watch.
Yep.
Is anybody taking second watch?
I'll take it.
Anybody taking third watch?
I'll take third.
one.
Okay, so two
Okay,
on
Okay,
third.
me and Slag.
Double up a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah, me
Okay.
and Slag can.
So that's also the closest to morning, unless you want to set up a fourth watch. But generally speaking, three watches, is like plenty, About, as you guys are like settling down for the night, Spike goes over to where one of the specters was, like the first one that was yipping at, and you can see him. He's sniffing the ground. He's like, scratching at and pawing at something. And every once in a while he'll yip like very, very, like singularly, like like one yip or two yips, like that, like
Is Spike doing the lassie thing?
something like that, maybe. Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that maybe he is, because he's you've been around him a lot, and you think that maybe he's trying to tell you
Alright.
something.
These
I'll
like
come over and have a look.
confirmation yips, like snip, snip, snip. Yip, yip. There's something here.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Jimmy's in the well,
Yeah. So anybody?
I put my token over by him, so I'll try to see if I can tell Hey, what's making you so fussy?
You'll make that.
Find more spooks?
Anybody that's watching the stream can hear Spike yipping. It's more like a scream. They do like a scream sometimes.
I thought the foxes were all like.
They do like a yip, but they
What
do
is
like
that?
they do something like it sounds like a scream almost. At any rate, you go over there. You're looking around. Give me a perception check.
With advantage because he's helping?
Sure. Yep. Yeah, he's already perceived something. So.
Alright, I will roll it with advantage and see if I percept. Blink.
Percept. Percept.
Okay.
22.
You see,
Nice. Good percepting.
you see what appears to be like in the ruins of this, like these wooden pieces of what used to be a fort, maybe, or a campsite. You know, like with like small, you know, buildings built there. You see that there's a piece of wood that catches your attention. It's a smaller than the rest, and at first you almost overlook it, and then you realize it is what looks like a wand of some sort.
Is this what you were looking at, boy? And I do reach out and touch the wand.
Okay. Yep, it is.
Does it do anything bad?
It does
It
not,
spits.
and it has a interesting, like, brass colored cap on it, like a kind of like a walking stick almost, and then a little brass point at the other end, and a kind of a spiral end piece to it, or a spiral, not like haft or whatever.
The length is more like a wand and less like an actual walking stick.
Yeah, yeah. And the length is also like the wood spirals down the length of it. I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second.
Cool.
All right.
Like a shillelagh.
There you go.
Shillelagh is just fun to say.
It is.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is a wand. Pretty.
Oh, is this what you were yipping about, boy? Is this what? And does he give any indication that
He just kind of
Like
looks up at
continues
you.
looking
Yeah,
or
he
something?
kind of looks up at you and is panting, and he stopped. He no longer is yipping. He's just like he looks as either he's confirmed that's it, or he's waiting for you to throw it. You know, it's like he's waiting for you to
He's
play
very
fetch.
proud
One of the
of
two. You know.
himself.
I'm gonna give him a treat? Good
Okay.
boy. Oh, good boy. I'm gonna. Is it fair to say that I carry a little bag with some treats for him regularly, since we're kind of
Sure. You know,
stuck together? So I should.
yeah, and I would say if nothing else, you would have like a side thing of your rations to where, you know, like you carry a separate pouch for him,
So
kind of thing.
Yeah. So here you go, good boy, and I give him pets and give him two little treats.
Okay,
Let him know he's a real good boy.
Okay, he jumps around and like kind of dances around a second, and then, you know, next thing you know, he's teleported over to about there.
Here you go, boy.
And teach me how to do.
Couple pieces of smoked salmon.
Yeah, teach me how to do that, boy. That would really be convenient. Actually, I think I do. I look at it. I might have that spell. So I do share this with people, especially let's see, who do we have that's... All right, we don't have Old Sneezer with us anymore. As far as magic-y type people,
UA?
I'll just let everyone...
UA's a sorcerer.
UA?
He's a sorcerer.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he have Arcana?
And
Does UA have Arcana?
I hope so.
Well, remember, sorcerers are bloodbound magic, so they kind of, you know, come to it naturally, versus through study. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. Okay.
But you might have Arcana, so.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
If I can get. There we go.
I always forget how much I'm allowed to know about UA.
Yeah, I have Arcana. Well, he is a magic user. He has this sword, but he only uses to cast magic with it. So it's like,
Okay.
You probably is safe to assume he's some sort of magic user. I will say this though. I mean, you may not know he's a sorcerer, but his Arcana is not as good as you would think it would be for being a magic user.
I can do this.
I don't know. It just comes out.
Magic awareness. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. You can use this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended. So, if you want to use that, John, yes.
Yep. Yeah. I'll use that.
You know that it's a magic item, obviously, and you know that the school of magic is divination, even though it's not a spell. You know, it's not in sorcerer per se. It's just that's the aura it radiates.
Okay.
It doesn't say that it does that by raw, but I'm gonna allow that because why not?
Okay.
Wait, you wanted me to
Makes
do
sense.
a check, right? Sorry.
Yeah. Does
I
anybody
did.
else have Arcana?
Yeah, you always.
No, I don't
you
have
always
it.
like.
I don't.
Either
I've
he
got
doesn't
numbers.
know
I
or
don't
he
have it
can't be
as.
bothered to tell you.
And I will let you know what.
Hang on, John. Wait. Rich was just trying to say something.
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't have it as a proficiency. I do have some numbers in it. If something by the fact that I grabbed it first. If I get any
You can,
Arctic
yeah,
indications.
you can try to make an Arcana check even if you don't have a Arcana.
But I'm proficient.
Just a
at it.
reminder,
You-
everybody. Bardic inspiration does work on checks too. So if you're doing something you're not sure of, you may want to just tap me for it.
UA
Can't
could
do it for
also
myself.
help since UA has Arcana. UA could actually do
gonna
the help
say-
action and then.
I could help, yeah.
And everybody starts the day with inspiration.
So do you want to do that at advantage, Rich? Have Callan roll again and see if you got see
Okay.
if you got a higher for advantage because UA said he'd help. There you
I have
go.
Is that a little
Arcana
higher?
too.
Yeah,
That's-
you always
that's
gonna
higher.
be like, no, like this. Turn it. Yeah, you go. There you go.
Okay, you know that
Thanks,
this thing is called a wand of secrets.
Oh boy.
So let me alter that here. Edit that. And a wand of secrets is an uncommon wand. It does not require attunement. So like you can almost kind of figure out what to do with it like right away. And I'll just show again, but it's edited into the thing. But basically it has 3 charges. While you're holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge. And if a secret door or trap or like that kind of thing, I'm gonna even allow it to be like as far as like hidden items. You know, I would say like secret panels, secret, you know, it will detect them within 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Cool.
Push and flick.
So up to 3 times a day. So it's a great item for Callan to keep. It's a great item for Tindris or Farkas to have also. So either way. But Tindris and Farkas also have their own kind of ability, so it might be better for Callan to keep. Is what I'm saying.
I would gladly keep it, but I would also not. If somebody else really is attachment to it, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, you
How about if I hold on to it? How about if I hold on to it for right now?
And you
that
can
way,
also,
if it's-
being that it has 3 charges, you guys can also pass it around. It doesn't require attunement.
Sure,
so you
it
guys
doesn't
can,
require attunement.
right. So you guys can trade off once in a while, or whatever. Hey, let me borrow that? Like or whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take you back to this map here real quick. You were going through the northwest, I believe it was where you were at.
Technically, Spike found it, so you should just tape it to him. You have a little antenna.
He just does.
Staple it to.
Yeah. Tie it to his tail.
he just does the pointer thing. Over there. I don't see that Krelgar Keep map thing now for some reason. That's not good.
Wasn't it giving you problems last time?
Could be, yeah, could be. I thought I had a. Oh, this is it. Here we go. Okay, let me go up to here. I'm almost
So
there.
I will look at Callan and go, nice.
You guys can all see this map, right?
Yes.
Scrublands, desolate lands, screaming skulls, tree stumps, disease, treant. Yes.
No, you're not supposed to
See
see
a
that.
lot of tree stumps. I see your tree stumps. I could never unsee them.
See your tree stumps and raise you. Okay, so basically, where you guys had taken your rest would be like up here near the scrublands.
Okay. I see all tree stumps and raise you screaming skulls.
Ignore those letters. That's meta. Those
Put
letters
this
don't
map
actually.
in our hands.
Those letters don't actually appear on that map.
There's
I was still
a
gonna-
language called English.
These
I was
aren't.
still
This
gonna
is
raise
not
her
the map
screaming
you're looking
skulls.
for. Move along.
She
Okay.
likes skulls. It's a good deal for her.
All right. So, anyways,
Him.
so Krelgar Keep is right here in the middle.
Okay.
Are
There it is.
you just gonna head through the scrublands as planned?
Well, Maya
Yeah,
has been there before, right? So
Yes, we are following Maya. That is our guide.
I also would like to keep an eye out, though, because I don't know Maya. I don't trust Maya. And even if I knew Maya, I wouldn't trust Maya. Who knows? Maybe Maya's leading us into some trap. Maybe they're working for the Drow. I don't fucking know. So you always going to be like,
You
just like
are
that.
so,
Don't hold back. Tell us how
are
you
so
really feel.
paranoid.
That's why I'm alive.
Okay. He says, as you guys are approaching Krelgar Keep, he says, you know, this was built almost 300 years ago when the Klavic Kingdom tried to get a foothold here. And you know, he kind of reminds you. I think I told you guys this all, like a kind of a history, a brief history that you guys knew, and I think it was specifically Silverhorns. Well, Apollo too, but Silverhorns specifically knew that this is the building that when he had the dream sequence,
Right.
that he got smashed into and buried under, kind of.
Yep.
So would we want to investigate this location? It seems to have some relevance to, I don't know, did you tell us, Silverhorns? So do we know that, or do you keep that yourself?
Yeah. No, I said that.
Yeah.
So-
Like
and,
you dreamed about this place.
and just
Yeah.
a reminder that there was a evil necromancer occupying the place at one point in time who had a buddy. And you guys didn't recognize when he was telling you about the necromancer. You guys didn't recognize the necromancer's name, but some of you did recognize the name Tathius. And he had befriended or allied with a being named Tathius, and Tathius was an old white dragon at the time, an adult white dragon. And you believe that white dragon is probably still around somewhere, but it's probably ancient at this point.
You know, you always hear about evil necromancers. Aren't there any nice necromancers? Some good necromancers? Hey, I raised the dead, but I use them for good stuff.
Yeah, but they usually worship Kellenvor,
No.
so I don't count.
No, yeah.
All right, so here let me move you guys to this thing. Hopefully I remember to do the dynamic lighting for it. If not, we'll find out in about 2 seconds here.
Fingers good. I didn't recommend for once. I had hickeys for weeks.
Do what?
Hickeys for weeks. Go ahead and say it again, Tindris.
Pinder says, I dated a necromancer once. I had hickeys for weeks.
Ah,
Yeah.
a neck romancer.
That's
Funny. Oh, anyway. So.
One hickey. Ha ha ha.
Oh gosh, dang it. Oh, there we are. Okay, is this the right one? Okay, hang on. I gotta find the right map for the right spot here. Okay, ground level. Anybody? Ground level? Where are you at?
Lower down.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Days on.
Commencing countdown, engines on.
Sorry, didn't mean to distract you, Brian.
Yeah. Sure. See how it is. Okay. The keep atop of the hill. The keep atop of the hill at the center of the desolation appears to be little more than a pile of rubble. Huge gray stones smeared with ash and dirt are covered by chunks of ice that glisten in the milky sun. Despite its present condition, it's obvious that the keep must have been grand in its day. Judging by the shattered masonry strewn about, the footprint of a massive beast is pressed firmly into the ground nearby. It appears to be a clawed reptile, but about 5 feet across. It must have come from a formidable creature. A twisted spiral staircase reaches into the sky, only to end at the top of the central support pole, about a score or two above the ground. The same stairway also appears to descend through the pile of rubble and into the frozen ground.
So this tower is topless.
It's topless. It's bottomless. Look at that tomato. You could even cut it in can with. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's topless.
Oh, is this dragon? We're walking into a dragon lair. Are you feeding us to a dragon?
You could be. Hang on, let me see. Can you guys even see the map that you guys are on, or no?
It's
Is it black?
grayscale.
Is it black?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
No, it's a
Okay.
gray square with.
Okay, then
Skeletons.
that means it needs dynamic lighting. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good like that.
We're
But
not
I also
actually
don't know.
there with our tokens, so.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you can see it. If you were there with your tokens, you'd be able to see it. But normally you can't see it if your token's not on there. But you
So
can
we
because
can
there's
see
no
it?
you can see it because there's no dynamic lighting.
But we're not actually there, so we all still asleep and dreaming.
Yeah, something like that.
Dun, dun.
Something like that. Okay,
Dragons,
so
I
this will
understand, are very
be the
misunderstood
first. Okay, this
creatures.
is the first level. Hang on, let me move this over to here,
But if this is a dragon lair, how does he fit down that little hole?
and we'll put tokens. I believe you'll be here. Let me throw you onto the map here.
Thud.
Bodily.
Ow! Ow!
Where? Why do you guys? Oh man,
Oh,
why
there
do
we
you
go.
keep doing weird
I
stuff?
feel like such a noob too.
Oh, all right. Which map do you want us
Hold on.
on?
What?
He's moving everybody over
What do
now.
you mean?
The bottom
Never
one.
mind. It looks like the map has got 2 floors on the particular map.
It does. But hold on, we'll get there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hold on. Tendrous and Silverhorns, and I'll still have to mess with the things probably because nope, that one's good. Silverhorns is good. Tendrous is good. Oh, that's because I put the other tokens on there. Okay, never mind. Okay, Spike and Maya. Where are you at, Maya? All right, and I think this is all below ground. Actually, I think you want to be on the top map. I think. Hang on one second. I think yeah. This is okay. So yeah, this will be ground entrance here. Like you can see part of a ruined wall there. Get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yep.
And you can see kind of like an opening in the side.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on dynamic lighting. Oh, and they changed all kinds of menu stuff for the dynamic lighting in map pages, which, boy, I am so excited about. Can you tell?
I can
You're
tell.
covering it up pretty well, but I can tell by the slight glint in your eye.
All right, so
By that slight murderous glint in your eye.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Oh, those are just the cataracts. Just the light reflects back out.
light layer. Okay, so the walls are not high enough to, impede any kind of vision, per se. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Rectangle, that's what I was looking for. Rectangle.
We're all in between the squares. There.
There you go.
There. Unless Silverhorns is underneath me.
Now you guys can see that one below you is covered now, right? Like you can't see inside
Yes.
that one below you now? Okay.
Yes.
I can't even
I
see
totally
my token.
forget everything that was there.
You can't see
Don't
your
remember
token?
any of it.
No.
No, I don't see her either.
Oh. Did I... How do you not see your token?
I don't know. I'm invisible to myself and John.
Oh, yeah, you're not on there for some
Let
reason.
me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. Let me count the
Let
time.
me figure out where you're at. There you are. Boop. Okay. Now you can see, right?
UA just decides to show up
You
whenever the fuck
you
he
scared
feels
me,
like.
UA. Don't sneak up on me like that.
I don't sneak. I appear precisely when I need to.
And I will
now.
also say, like, you know, there's certain, like, spots of it that might impede vision or whatever. Hang on one second. But it would be like as follows, something like, you know, like that, and maybe a little chunk over here. You know, like just very random is what I'm saying. And you can easily climb around them or over them. But
Look around, or
but yeah, look around them. But it's also like climbing over it would be like difficult terrain. So, but it's very easy to navigate. Is what I'm saying. But there is clearly a big open spot in the side over here. And I will say that right here, it's kind of a sore spot for silverhorns. I'll just say that. See this big this big 30-foot area, or maybe it's not it's a 15-foot area. 15-foot area. Silverhorns kind of vaguely remembers hitting that like a meteorite.
There's a bull-like impression in the wall.
Like a cartoon, like with horns sticking out.
the shaped imprint over here just matches you perfectly. So, out of character, Silverhorns, this is where you had your battle then? Because I don't remember the dreams. It's been so long.
This all looks so familiar. This is, I think this up here is where I went in the war.
Were you actually shot out of a cannon or a catapult?
No, I just got whiplashed by the snake's tail.
Snake. Oh. That bitch. And then he gets quiet.
And then Apollo. This is also a metagame for anybody, so nobody else knows this, but Apollo would know this. Apollo, you remember during the battle watching this tower fall. And of course to Apollo in your memory, although it's not your memory, it's really hard to even explain what it is. But you feel like in your dream memory, you remember being elated and feeling a sense of triumph when it fell.
I'm still not talking to anybody about that dream.
That's why I said nobody else knows it, so that way you know you can decide if you want to keep it to yourself or not.
Okay, all right. I am forgetting that part. Forget.
Yes, let me talk to the group that consists of a move.
Traumatic
about
repression.
me killing a move. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Traumatic repression.
You don't want to confide in your friend UA?
Oh, the one who will just cut my head off for no reason?
Well, no, he would kill you first and then cut your head off.
I'm pretty sure cutting my head off would just be killing me regardless.
Honestly, if you sat down next to him and started talking about it, he would probably just look at you and go, "Are you done?" Or just get him to walk away. Well,
Yeah, you're boring me. This talk is not relevant to me. So
pretty much. But then again, if you did, and again, out of character, if you did talking about the snake or whatnot, he may be very interested in saying, "Oh, what was your dream? Did you see the snake? What did she say to you?" it's a woman, isn't it? It's a female. It's a girl saying, "Oh God, I knew it." Okay. So it'll just be.
Okay, so I see Silverhorn. You're over by the entrance there, and Callan and
Yeah.
Tindris. You guys see that the stairway climbs about 25 feet in the air, like I said. Rather incongruously, since the surrounding structure is utterly destroyed, and a lot of the staircase itself is, utterly destroyed. The same stairway spirals down to what appears to be a cellar level below. The temperature, like I said, has been quite chilly, still, and you can see that it looks like down underneath there might be some kind of like stuff that might be preserved from just the cold temperature and being protected from the weather.
I mean, I suppose it would be technically shelter, so.
Right.
Any footprints?
You don't see
Or
any
any
footprints
other-
other than that big one that you saw by like as you're coming in. You do notice that there's a large stone that's kind of fallen and kind of like large chunks of stone blocking around the entrance where apparently Silverhorns had entered the building many years ago. And it kind of the crumbled walls, though, you notice because this place is on a hill and the crumbled walls, how they are, and the stones and that, probably prevent a significant amount of water from flowing into there at any given time, which is a good thing for keeping anything below it to be kind of safe in that. And Maya will kind of come up in there and be like, "Well, it's not much farther now," and he just kind of heads in.
Is it any trouble getting over the stones? I mean, it's difficult terrain, but
Yeah,
if we take our time.
Maya.
and there's spots where the stones are not, so I mean, you can see there's clear spots on the ground where it's like just mostly small rubble, but
Morning.
Brian,
yes.
where on the outside exactly is this footprint at?
Here we'll see if I can find one real quick so I can give you an idea. It's about right here though.
Okay. Well,
Right where you're
it-
standing. Okay.
I
Is there
will.
only pretty much one big footprint?
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanna
Just basically one
investigate
big claw print type thing.
Is it fresh or old?
That's what I want to try to determine.
Aha.
This
Everyone
is
else
Check it out.
can walk
this
by
is
it.
not what it looks like, but oh shoot, it did not go on there. Hold on one second. Let me try.
I can draw one.
Dragon footprint.
But
Yeah,
we don't know. It's just a big
it's
reptilian.
it's a big reptilian footprint. So yeah, I mean it could be a dragon.
I mean, it could be a basilisk. It could be a bahir. There's several things that have reptilian feet.
Large reptilian footprint. How come I? Okay, yeah, there you go. That works. That works better.
Right.
Except for it's
It's
not
just
that.
like it, doesn't
Except
it?
for no, it does, but it's a lot smaller.
Oh well, there you go. Thank you very much.
It's
That-
moving.
There you go. About that
Could be
big.
a rocket ship.
About that big, and it's probably more like that orientation.
Okay, walking towards the opening. Okay.
Hopping because there's only one of them
The other
apparently.
thing was like 30 feet across.
If anyone wants, why doesn't give me everybody that walked in there, which is like everybody in the party, give me a perception check, and we'll make that perception check at disadvantage.
But everybody at disadvantage? No problem.
Everybody at disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd rather have that 24, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Wow.
Disadvantage.
Oh, there we go. Tinder's got my 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fucks given.
Okay, so it looks
Closer
like
doesn't
Tindris
care.
looks like Tindris is the only one who noticed, And Tinders, I don't know if you will tell anybody or not, but there were humongous grooves on the way in. You didn't really think much of it because whatever made it is long gone. This is like, but you notice that the way the hills and such are around here, the grooves made into the ground were essentially made by what looks like a colossal snake of some sort.
Mm.
Snake again.
So it's I mean, like, the reason nobody else had noticed them is because it's such a Mamathian fucking hugeness that it's just like, it almost looks like natural curvature of the land.
So, before I mention anything, how many people actually took and mentioned their dreams?
I didn't have very much. I mentioned mine, but I'm a storyteller, so of course I'm going to tell my dream.
Yeah, and Silverhorns mentioned his, I believe. Like, has told everybody about it. Farkas, I don't know if Farkas told anybody about the snake. Did you tell anybody about the snake? Yeah, you did? Okay.
Kind of a brief overview, like kind of freaky snake dream.
And I think UA kept to herself, and Apollo definitely kept to himself.
Uwe didn't tell anybody, but he has been asking about the snake. Like, did you see a snake? Did you dream about a snake too? And then that was like as far as he got with it.
Yeah,
it was just there was a snake.
Well, then when everybody's together, it's like, these grooves around here, they kind of remind me of a giant snake, like you guys were talking about.
All right, so everybody make another perception check once Tinders points them out, and you're gonna make a regular straight roll.
Do I need to make another?
No, everybody but Tinders. Sorry.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I'm wasting my freaking 20s, but I can see it.
Now everybody that's seen it, which is basically everybody now, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. We're gonna go DC 12. We'll go low. Silverhorns, no. Apollo, no. Tinder says okay. Tinder should have had advantage actually because she didn't have the dream. Farkas, you made it, and
if I had failed it, if it really would have affected me, since I didn't dream about any snake.
Right. Well, yeah, you should have had an advantage either way. But the idea of something this huge, like by terms of huge, I'm talking this thing was 300 feet long. And everybody that failed the saving throw, that's Scotty and Silverhorns. Did UA make it?
Yes.
Okay, so Scotty and Silverhorns, and Slag didn't make it either?
Oh, I got a 3.
Oh shit. Okay, so Silverhorns, Apollo, and Slag all are like heebie-jeebie central, like this close to frightened. You know, like the frightened condition, like this close.
They're Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
You know, yeah. You guys got like major like, oh shit.
Freaked out.
I don't, you know, and and I would say Silverhorns, you're probably anxious to get into that tower cellar area.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, to put it into perspective, a football field is 360 feet.
Yeah.
From end zone to end zone, yep.
From end zone to end zone, yeah. The main area is 300 feet, so that's the length. That's about the length of this freaking snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done lived through her. I done lived through her smashing me through a building once already.
So that's why Silverhorns is all like, I get the shivers, and I'm not supposed to. That's my invisible ribs.
But Brian, where that footprint is, do I need to make an investigation check or something, a nature check or something to see how long?
If you want to make a nature check to see what created it, you can. If you want to make a survival check to, it's It's 5 feet across, but if you want to make a survival check to see like how long it's been there, like a tracking type of thing, then you can do that, and I can give you some details there. So
There's some
nature or
snow on the
survival
ground, so.
depends on what kind of information you're looking for, or you could do both and to get both information.
I'll do survival first to see how long it might even come close to knowing anything. Well,
Survival.
Okay,
So
19.
19 is what I got.
It hasn't been it's been 100 years, 80 years at least.
So it's been here a long time.
It's yeah. You wouldn't know exactly 80 years, but it's been there like decades. It's
Okay.
you can
Wasn't
see
like
you can even see the edges of it are kind of like, they're rounded out and soft, like to where it's been, like walked through, trampled down, weathered away, but it's just such a massive creature that made this.
Okay. So this has been here quite some time. So I'm
Correct.
That's to say, I just want to make sure I'm not coming across a fresh track of something
Yeah.
that I can be immediately aware of.
Right.
To be on guard of. Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't care what kind of creature made it. It's something I don't have to be on guard for, so I'm good with that. So I will proceed to move up towards where Yue is and get ready to enter the.
I'm gonna give you guys a visual so you guys can see what you're also afraid of.
30. Oh God.
Oh, we know we're afraid of something that makes a big track.
Yeah. Well, you're more afraid of the snake thing, is what, the dragon that made the track is not so much. You're more afraid of the snake thing. But to give you an idea of what you're so afraid of, here we go.
Hey, Yue made his save, and he's still like,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's what you've seen, like in the dreams.
That's kind of nightmarish. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at that handout too, like the picture's not very big, but if you look at like by the tongue, you can see how small the two people are by comparison.
Right.
Yeah, that
Or the
snake can eat 'em
Gorgon
both.
Gungar. Midgard serpent.
They're hors d'oeuvres.
Woke up to swallow the world.
Yep.
Yeah, eat your nightmares.
As you guys are heading in there, you guys are all gonna head in now, or?
Yeah, might as well.
I'm already.
I mean, the party's already going down there, so.
As you head in there, the wind whistles through the stones, and it sounds like a distant voice issuing orders. You feel like an ambient necromantic energy just exuding from this place.
Oh, me.
The heck was on my back raise up.
If anyone wants to make an Arcana check, you can.
Why not?
You see large bones in the corner. It looks like an ogre has been slayed there previously, or maybe a hill giant, something like that. Something
Arcana.
in that area, in that
Thank you.
size category.
I stole one of your 20s, Rich.
A 24
That's good.
Arcana, a 17
As long as somebody
Arcana.
gets them.
Okay,
A
everybody
14.
who made over a 20. So who is that?
I got 24, and Tindris got 20.
Tindris, who got 24?
I
Yue.
did. I got the net
Okay,
20.
Tindris
I stole
and
Rich's
Yue.
20s.
Tindris and Yue. Okay, so Tindris and Yue, you know that the combination of bone, stone, and wind are components of a sort of a natural necromantic barrier. You would also know that if you disturb those bones, it might allow the barrier.
Release.
It might disturb the barrier. That may be
Question
a good
it.
thing. That may be a bad thing. So, just something to realize that it could be good or bad if you disturb it.
So Yue will say, like, don't don't disturb anything. It could open a can of worms that you don't want opened.
You're assuming that Tindris and UA will also. You're kind of assuming that the necromantic barrier would keep any undead down inside under the tower and would not let them release onto the surface. Whereas if you disturb the barrier and if there were undead in there, then they would be able to. However, same token, the barrier being up is kind of a good thing because it won't allow any undead to come down into the tower, like the cellar, like. So
they can't come in, but they can't come out.
right.
And we're going in this willingly?
It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything in there. Just be careful what you disturb. It
Okay.
could unleash something bad.
So what you see above here is a sort of a platform, and the stairway does go up to that platform, to like a landing. Would you guys want to go up to that landing before you go down, or you guys want to go down just into the cellar?
Well, Slag is checking the spiral staircase with the Wand of Secrets.
Okay.
So he's taped it to the fox.
Well, people were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Alright.
You know?
Alright. Let's see.
That's where I would put a trap if I were you.
Well, the platform is only 25 feet away, so it will detect that far up, and it doesn't go through the platform, but it can detect right around there. You don't notice any traps. You don't notice anything hidden. Yeah, you're not seeing anything really one way or the other. The thing has not detected anything. But you do keep in mind that barriers will kind of stop it. So
I will bound up the stairs and take a look.
Does it detect going down the stairs too?
yes. Yep.
I guess we're going up first.
Yeah.
You're gonna go up the stairs, Tinders.
Yep.
So Tinders leading the way, and you guys are all gonna go up.
I guess so.
Okay. The ruined stairs lead up to a broken landing, the highest point of what remains of the tower. Chained to that platform is a... Holy goodness, what the hell is that? Hold on. I have to look now because I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe you guys know a Lyosalfar?
No idea.
I think
That's
it's
an angel that grants you wishes.
I think it's a yeah, I think it could be I guess, but I think it's a
This spell?
I think it's a something, what you want to call it, a creature. Hang on 1 second. 1 second.
That's safe.
Page
They're
4.
elementals.
Page 460. Is that what they are?
Yeah, it's an elemental. Large elemental, neutral.
Let me see what it looks like here. Oh, come on. It's almost there. 4... Oh, and it just passed. There you are. Okay, yeah. Large elemental, neutral. Okay.
Do you want me to read you the description?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I see. No, it's essentially a light elf, but let me see, because I don't think it appears as what you guys think it appears as. Come on, you can go back.
It's a demon.
No,
They're like
it's essentially
sparkly.
like a light elf, but hold on one
Also, it's a
second.
vampire, because that's what vampires do in the sun. They sparkle.
Yeah, it's sometimes they do. Only if you're lucky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Okay, so
Well, they do for a little bit.
Here, I've got a description here.
The smoke.
chained to this platform is a Leo Sapphire. Okay. Um, it appears, I believe, that you see, essentially a faint shimmer of shifting color in the air.
You've told us what it is. Do we know what it is? Do we want to roll something?
Yeah, you go ahead. Yep, go ahead. Roll nature, religion, or arcana, whichever's best for
Is
you.
this something that
History would work too. Yeah, history would work too. Yep, and Callan, don't forget you get that at an advantage. Slag gets that at advantage. Callan Slag gets that at advantage
and
when he
be
does
like,
history checks.
"What are you?"
Yeah, I got another 20.
You just can't not roll 20s, can you? Oh, good. The advantage gave me a 14.
Okay.
At least I got it.
As you top the rise, Tindris, a burst of color slowly takes on a humanoid, almost elven shape, shouting in a voice like a choir from all directions at once. When UA crests the rise, he is reminded of there's like a pang of sadness or longing in his heart, and this reminds him of whatever this is reminding him of that.
This your girlfriend?
And and as this thing begins to take shape, you notice it's in some kind of chains, like shackles. What did you say, Callan? Sorry, I forgot to.
I just asked if this did Callan get a chance to. Does it look? Can I tell how the orientation of this elf, be it male or female?
It is after it starts to form more solidly, it becomes apparent that it is a female.
I will.
So I ask if that's his girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna he'll look. He'll be like, that's.
So.
Like, very much, I'll know her when I see her, but there's something like, do I have history with this creature, or
You feel like you do, but then you realize that it's not. You realize that it's more just a reminder of that essence, that power, that it's like almost like a primordial feeling within you, and it's for lack of a better term, godly.
I'll greet her in Sylvan.
huh?
Okay, you hear this voice, just like I said, like thundering still, and it's like a cacophony of just it sounds like insults and just terrible, and you know when Galadriel's doing the thing where she has the ring and she's all like, like, I will be a terrible blah blah blah, like terrible queen of whatever, and so it's kind of like that. It's beautiful and horrendous all at the same time. It's hang on 1 second, I gotta do something here. There you go. I'm gonna give you guys a if I can, I can give you a picture of it.
So it's Kate Blanchett, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I will when I get up there. I'll ask her, who are you and why are you a prisoner here?
It is just screaming bloody murder. Screaming and yelling. And what do you say in Sylvan, Tindris?
Basically, I just say greetings and repeat the question of, why are they a prisoner here?
Okay.
I want to
You know what?
start checking out the chains.
I will actually speak to it in Celestial. Or I will say in Celestial, like, what
Do
what is
any of
this?
you speak primordial?
Oh.
No.
Nope.
Checking. I don't think so.
Should I? No? Does it speak void speech or abyssal?
Uh,
Uh,
hold on. It might, but it's not speaking that now. You don't know what all it speaks because it's saying whatever it's saying in primordial. Specifically, I'm not sure, but or Orin, I believe, specifically Orin
oh boy,
Oran.
I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna do something that could be a terrible idea.
Uh oh.
All right, go ahead.
You gonna lick it to see if it's edible?
Yep.
Detect thoughts.
But it has two levels. It has the surface level thoughts of what they're saying, and then you can press deeper. My intent would be to do it. John knows what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it at the surface level, and being that he's trying to communicate, I'm gonna hope that what she's trying to communicate verbally will be also what's available at the, um, at the surface level. I'll be able to pick it up. Of course, it could be like mentally grabbing hold of a live wire, as far as I know. But
Oh,
we can give it a
we
try.
don't.
Could definitely do
We
that.
don't need
Yeah.
that. I have this, guys. I totally forgot about that.
What is that?
Planar
Divination,
speech. You
detect
can
thoughts?
communicate.
Oh.
No, you can communicate as divine beings do. You can communicate telepathically with any intelligent creature you can see within 30 feet of you. You do not need to share a language with the creature, but it must be able to speak at least one language.
Oh, better than mine.
Are you still going to do the detect thoughts or no?
If UA stopped me, because I announced what I was going to do. That was in character.
Okay.
If UA says no, I'm going to try something, I'll let UA try.
So that's
Yeah,
essentially
he'll
what
just-
you guys are seeing.
He'll just hold up his hand like, wait. Okay. That's
Yeah,
what we
Snake
see.
doesn't do a whole lot sneaky. He kind of he pretty much says what he's going to do.
Let's see, where am I at? There. Okay. And let me go back up here. This one here. Okay. So, what are you gonna say through the planar speech, UA?
So he will say something like, well, obviously he can't understand her because he hasn't gotten her attention yet.
Oh, I take
He's
that back.
going
You
to-
don't see shackles,
Oh,
but you do notice. You guys do notice wicked-looking abrasions around its wrists and ankles.
Okay.
So he'll say, how long have you been here?
The thoughts are kind of jumbled.
Mm-hmm.
As they take a she's obviously too distraught and too upset to communicate effectively.
Okay.
And you catch thoughts like freedom. If you cast detect thoughts, you did cast detect thoughts, yes.
Sure, I
No.
cast detect
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't
Okay.
going to, but if you want to,
Well, I
if you're
didn't
already
say.
given the information.
Well, no. What I was saying is you know, when you said I would if no one stopped me, I didn't hear anybody say we stopped you. So did
Oh, I
anybody?
said that UA held his hand up, but that's okay if you didn't
Okay,
hear it.
so
Or
UA held
if
his hand up.
If Rich didn't hear it, then
Right, but
he didn't hear it.
I just assumed that UA held his hand up meant that UA held his hand up. I didn't know that meant I stopped casting a spell because UA held his hand up. But that's up to Rich.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right. Well, it sounds like the consensus is, I would, yeah. Let's go ahead and have me cast the spell too.
Okay.
So,
All right. You hear thoughts. You detect thoughts like freedom, and like this thing very much wants to murder you guys. And UA, you hear thoughts like die, and free me, you know if I were, like you catch, like, if I were free I'd kill you, like that kind of thing. She's very angry. You can tell she's very, very angry.
I communicate what I pick up on the surface level thoughts to everybody, so they know that she's very angry, doesn't like being held, wants to be free, but also wants to kill us. What did you? Is that what it sounded like to you, UA?
Pretty much, but I'm not inclined to help anybody who thinks they want to kill me. And he also repeats this to her with the,
Okay. All right.
She's probably a part of the array. Is she a part of the array?
Make a charisma / persuasion check, UA.
Charisma.
Tinderus, you can, since you're speaking Sylvan, you can also try one in Sylvan if you would like.
Anybody want? Anybody? You guys doing stuff? Anybody want bardic inspiration?
Sure.
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
Hey, you got it. Add a D8.
Okay, so Tinderus, make a and you notice this thing is angry, but you guys have been here for a couple seconds, so you're not gonna do it at a disadvantage because you guys haven't tried to hurt her in any way in this time. So a 27 will definitely calm her down, and you hear her start talking through the planar speech thing, and she speaks in Sylvan. She says, "If you're here to help, then you must free me."
What are the thoughts detecting at surface level are now?
She seems to be calming down, and you detect the thoughts of like a question almost, like, but the question is like, are they friends? Like, I mean, you got
to free her.
I was gonna say you gotta imagine that she's been here a good long time, and and that you're the first people she's seen in forever, and so she can only assume that you guys are enemies also. But now she doesn't know.
So, good job, Tindris. It looks like you calmed her down. She doesn't seem to be thinking, murderous thoughts at the moment.
So, she was speaking Sylvan?
Yeah, she did speak Sylvan. So anybody who understands Sylvan would understand that. When she said, if you are friends, you must free me."
I reply in Sylvan to her. Who actually imprisoned you?
She said, "An evil necromancer. His name was Yule."
Again redundant.
Not necessarily. There's good necromancers. They're just called clerics of Kalimdor.
Could be a neutral necromancer.
They're called doom guides. Which sounds evil, but they're not. They're good. They make people's transition to the afterlife a lot easier.
So I did make a 14 on the Arcana check. Is if we free her, is it going to unleash the barrier? Is she a part of that?
You realize that there is with an Arcana check. You realize that see on the map how it's like a red thing
Yeah.
on the ground. That red thing on the ground is not an actual like you can't actually see it like that red color like that unless you have like a detect magic type thing or something going on. But you can notice runes etched into the ground around there.
All right, I'm gonna go check those runes out. Is
So
this where she is?
yeah, she's in the center of that red circle there.
Oh, so I know how to figure. We just need to
Ah.
scratch out some of those
If I
runes.
do this, will it pop up there? No.
Yeah, if Silverhorns makes a move to like do anything like that, UA is gonna be like, you need to stop.
We just need
You
to break this
and
platform that we're on.
Axe
That'll do
need
it.
to stop.
But I was gonna help her.
Well, we got to make sure that she's 100% not going to try to kill us if we help her.
I don't care about helping her. I just don't want to disturb this barrier.
She says,
Isn't that how we free her?
you notice she calms down visibly more that when she hears you guys talking, and she says, hang on 1 second. Let me do this real quick. 460.
But does she speak common? I suppose we'll find out.
she does. She changes her dialect to common, and her language to common, and she says about 100 years ago, the necromancer Yule began reanimating undead minions, and he attracted a pair of us, and we were drawn to the pulse of energy coming from the ruins. We kept watch on the keep, and we made a decision. One would investigate while the other guarded the entrance, and would return swiftly home if the worst had happened. And so it did, and she left me, but only because that was the plan. I met an untimely end to some degree here. One racked with pain and anguish and fear. It was my torture, and Yule's torture equipment more than has done its job. She says, I'm trapped between here and the plane of shadow. She says, I can't leave here, and I'm not sure I'm alive or dead. She says, I only know that if the shackles aren't broken, I cannot leave. And you don't, again,
Is she corporeal?
She appears corporeal. It's hard to say, but you think she is, yeah. I would think that she looks, corporeal.
I'll say, I don't see any shackles on you.
If one of you wants to attempt to touch her, you could try, ask her or whatever, like.
Do you mind if I touch you?
She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Well, to feel as if you have invisible shackles, because I see the scars on your wrists, but I don't see any shackles on you.
She says,
"I can." Pointing at the runes.
She says, "She says I can assure you, I have invisible shackles without you molesting me, sir."
I was going to touch your wrists, madam.
She says, well then yes, you can check for the shackles there. Yeah, I assure you, you may not find them, but I assure you they're there.
I'll reach out and try to feel the shackles.
You do feel like something above her hand. You cannot grip her wrist, like where the scars and abrasions are. You cannot grip her wrist there. It is like your hand is floating like around her wrist.
So okay.
Like probably about a good quarter inch, half inch away.
Right. So there are shackles there, just invisible.
And you would know that Apollo is, if not yourself, you would know that Apollo is probably strong enough to break normal
Yeah,
manacles.
I can break normal manacles.
Okay. I wasn't sure,
How do we
but I know Apollo could.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break them.
Okay. You're gonna just try to break them like as if they were normal manacles?
Yep.
Do you want Apollo to help you?
Sure.
I can cast
Apollo, are
banishment
you
on
willing
her.
to help him?
Yeah. So is that a strength check?
Yeah. So it'll be, if you're helping him, then he'll make the strength check at advantage.
Okay, so I don't roll anything.
Nope.
Got it.
Can I do athletics?
Yep.
Oh, guess that didn't matter.
Did you do it at advantage? Oh yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I got 14 and 14.
All right, Apollo, you want to give it a shot? And vice versa. Maybe you help Apollo. You have
Yeah,
athletics,
yep, I'll help
John.
Apollo.
You do. Okay,
Again.
So I'll make it
Sorry, I forgot.
advantage.
Guys, if you want some bardic
Yeah,
inspiration.
use a bardic inspiration. I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Okay, so
I'll give
roll
you a
it at
bardic
so
inspiration.
Apollo, roll it at advantage, and then use the bardic inspiration, which is what, a D6, or D8.
D8 now.
D8. Okay.
It stepped up.
Oh, there we
Ooh.
go.
Yeah, you don't need the bardic inspiration apparently. All right. You break one of them, and then the one you're holding on to, Silverhorns, like the wrist. You feel it just like slips out between your hands, and you can kind of like touch her wrist now, and she like jerks back real quick, like because it hurts. Like you can tell it hurt her. And you see her like kind of like she finally like materializes like full on,
Right.
And she says, "Oh, thank you." She says, "You would not believe what being in those kind of shackles for 100 years will do." And she says,
5,000 years and it can give you such a kick in the neck.
she says, "Please, I cannot offer much, but is there anything that I can offer?"
Information?
Well, if you've been here for as long as you say, we would love information on this tower and any occupants that may still be alive here.
And what the barrier's holding in or keeping out.
Alive.
She says, "Well, she says you'll met his demise long ago. He got too big for his britches, I guess. But I'm assuming he died once the dragon swallowed him." She says, and you also notice, like, as she's talking, she starts glowing. This radiant glow just starts to just emanate from her, just like going out and out, like this rainbow illumination that is equaling daylight. Like it is bright.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step back because your boy here don't like the brightness.
And she says, I could tell you about the tower. She says, I can't tell you much because I've been shackled up top for a long time. She says, but it does, there is some amount of undead down there, as far as I know.
Stands to reason.
This is where Yule kept a lot of his undead. She says, and lately I felt a stirring, is all I can say, an evil presence underneath the tower, not far down.
All right, baby.
Are you bound to try to protect this area? And you'd said that the other person with you had to leave.
Yeah, she says, the other person was supposed to go and report on this, and like I said, that was 100 years ago, so I assume that has already happened. it's like
Safe guess.
it's like really, in a way, a few days for us. And she says, I plan on heading back and reporting of my freedom as soon as I'm offered the chance, which is now thanks to you, uh, possible. And she says, please, if there's is anything I can do for you that would be beneficial, she says, I will tell you that um, the keep itself was basically destroyed over like 300 years ago. She says, but the necromancer moved in a little over 100 years ago and began raising an undead army here with the help of a white dragon.
The dragon's still around.
I haven't seen it in over 5 decades.
Okay.
Any big world football field long snakes?
Snakes? She says,
We saw the sign of a snake.
that could account for the pulse of energy, but I haven't seen any snakes. Occasionally, vermin will get up this far, and maybe some plenty of bugs, but I haven't seen any actual snakes. I think it's mostly too cold for them.
Yes.
And definitely
He's
no
talking-
humongous snakes.
No,
Yes.
you'd know this snake if you saw it.
Yeah, you'd know this one. It's the one that was in that that was in the war here 300 years.
She says, "Oh," she laughs. She you can hear her laugh, and her laugh sounds like a musical laughter, and again Yue's pangs begin for a moment, and she says, you mean Dendar?" She says, that is impossible.
I was in that battle 300 years ago.
Well, for you mortals, 300 years is a long time. Perhaps you're remembering it wrong.
We've all had to dream about her.
Well, yes,
Not all of them.
she is the keeper of dreams. I can't see anything wrong with that.
I think she's stirring.
She is the goddess of nightmares. If
Yep.
she's stirring it, it could be bad.
She's stirring the pot.
She
You
says,
might-
this
when
far.
you,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go
when
ahead.
you report in, you might want to let them know.
You said about helping us. We intend to go down in the cellar to travel the ways beneath the earth. But if there's something immediately, I don't know if you have any assistance that you can give to us in the immediate future that could help us.
Okay.
You seem of a magical type nature, at least to me.
Okay. She nods and she says, "Well," and she goes like, she reaches and it looks like she reaches inside her chest and it looks like she's grabbing her own heart and pulls it out, but she just pulls out like a mote of light, and she takes this mote of light and she grabs Apollo's sword with her other hand, and she takes Apollo's sword and puts the mote of light into his sword, and immediately his sword just lights up and is just radiating this light, and it's like now shedding like a dim light in like a 20-foot radius, and she says, "This will help you against the creatures of the darkness." And
Hey, Apollo goes to the front.
and she says,
So,
"You
which
both,
swords? 'Cause I think I have a few now.
whatever your main I think it's a +2 sword that you have that you use, like his main one, like a +2 longsword or something like that." I
No,
can't
that's
remember.
one of the Drow ones. I use the regular.
Oh yeah,
I use the regular long sword.
the regular longsword. Okay, so is
Yeah,
it
the
a magical
+2
one?
ones I have, those were like the Drow swords.
Okay, so is
You
it
have Adric's sword.
so she takes it and she does it to one of the Drow swords. But instead of looking like a Drow sword now, it now also takes on the shape of a sword of light. Like it kind of like looks like and instead of being like a dark black metallic type thing, now it looks more like the color of calcium, like it's a white metallic look.
Gotcha.
And now it glows, so it's the +2 sword though. Anyway.
All right.
Plus 2
Sweet.
sword of glowy glowing.
And it is no longer if it was the Drow sword that was still subject to light or dark, if it is no longer affected by light. It will no longer dissolve or be blown away or disintegrated by light effects.
Okay, so at this point, I got that +2 longsword
Yep.
essentially permanently now.
Yep.
All right, cool.
And it's a light source.
That's
And-
a win-win.
She says, "It is all I can help for now." And you see her she says until we meet again. And she says you see her kind of the radiance kind of starts to implode on her in a way, and she turns back into basically like a being of pure light, just bright white light, and she just flies off and into the sky and just she's gone.
Before she leaves, can I ask what her name is, or is that her name?
Leo Saphalar.
Leo. So yeah.
Leo.
Maybe.
Well, if I ask her name, does she tell me, or does she just slyly wink and fly off?
She says that her name is Alfhild. Or Alfhild. And I'll put it in the thing. ALFHILD, like that.
Thanks. It would be
oh,
remorse of me not
Cool.
to find out her name.
And she says Alfhild, daughter of Alfiram.
Can we do a BRB?
Yep, BRB. Let's do BRB. I could use a BRB too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a BRB is bathroom break. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, in this case. I just wondered if the acronym was the same for a second there. We're all ready to come back, right? All right. So, what'd you guys think of the Leo Safar,
Nice.
Fun.
the light elf?
Don't like the way she gives me the feels.
Yeah, she gives you the feels. She definitely gives you
I
the
don't.
feels.
UA does not like the feels.
Well, yeah. So I will say that they are primordials. They're essentially elementals. They speak common, giant, celestial, and Sylvan, and what is the other?
Okay, so she would have understood when he said something in Celestial, but was too distraught to even.
Yeah, she was not until somebody tried to calm her down. She was not gonna really be calm. Until you guys made mention that you might, be friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously UA didn't, make out the gate because UA's not necessarily friendly.
No, and when he speaks to her, it's
especially
not
if you're gonna kill him,
right, and he's not like, oh my god, what's wrong? Are you calm? And he's just so flat, like, are you done?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you done?
Knock off your shit.
Stop pitching so I can speak to you.
I will say that the downside, it's really cool. I think first of all, how many of you? There's 6 of you, right? Yeah, 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
yes.
4, 5, 6 of you. So we're gonna go 3,900 plus 1,000 for releasing, and we're going to divide that by 6, and that's 816. So we're just going to go with 850 experience each. But I would say that if you would have killed her, you'd only got the same amount of experience, or maybe a little less. Probably less because she was captured. So probably half of that. But also you would have acquired some dimensional shackles. So there's that.
Yay.
Never know when you want to dimensionally shackle a light elf.
Yeah. So yeah, so
We should be at 26,422.
Correct. That's what I got as
so
well.
26422
Yep.
ish.
I got 26322.
Now change it to 264, and you'll be all good.
Yeah.
Add another 100 on there. All right.
Wait, we're adding another 100 onto that?
No, just
Uh-oh.
Daniel. Just Daniel is because he had 26322 instead of 26422.
Oh.
Selective listener.
I need to make a note. But with that in mind, let's do this here real quick. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Whoa. Rutrow, Rorge. Ah, crap. Really? Wait a second. Oh, there we are. There we are. Okay. So with that in mind, we're gonna head out there. You guys got your long rest. You guys met this thing. You guys are gonna begin to head into the cellar on the next thing. There's nothing else up here really. But thanks for joining us here on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of the dice. We forged we did something. We've battled fearsome foes and forged unforgettable memories together. As this session draws to a close, remember the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice and weaving those tales. Farewell, adventurers, and don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all our platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so on and so forth. And give us likes and subscribes and follows and all that good stuff, and tell other people to do it too. And because it's popular, man. It's a good thing to do, man. Oh no, anyway, it's not. It's not popular at all. But tell them to do it anyway. And until next time, may all your actions surge. I didn't do the intro song this time. I don't think. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest.
If you guys are still here after the credits, I will raid somebody. If you viewers are still here, I will find somebody to raid, and we will go over there.
Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with the warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
Okay, we figured out who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Ravens AZ. Okay, so stick around there, guys, because we're gonna raid Ravens AZ. Uh-oh, somebody's got me coming back through my own voice thing, so it's gonna come through twice. Gonna create an echo loop. Raid is created. Okay, raid now. There we go. Now I gotta go find Ravens AZ on here. Ravens. Oh. Oh. AZ. AZ. There it is. Yay. Okay. Ending stream.